Hey guys, Megan Tennant here. Welcome back to the channel. I've got another video for you guys today. I recently hit a hiccup in the Red River outline and I need to completely revamp my outline to fix it. So I had to spend some time brainstorming and coming up with new ideas, which made me think about my process for coming up with new ideas. So I wanted to share with you guys what I do. Some of these might be familiar to you. I did this based on what I do. I didn't go and look up any lists or watch other people's videos. So hopefully some of these are new. Number 7 is my favorite, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have heard that one before, so stick around for number 7. Number 1 is consume media outside of your genre. You hear people all the time saying that to get ideas and get inspired, you should read books in your genre, which is great, but at the same time, then the ideas you're getting are ones that people created after they also watched things in the genre and read things in the genre. I'm not saying they're copied, but the ideas have been present and recycled throughout the genre for a long time, so they're gonna feel kind of tired. And obviously, no matter what media you're consuming, you're not gonna be copying directly from that media. That's wrong, don't do that. But if you get your inspiration and your creative sparks from a media that's completely outside your genre, your book is just gonna feel all around more creative. 2, binge watch trailers. If you want to get a ton of different concepts and ideas into your mind all at once, just fleeting constant bombardment of information to try to spark creations of your own, I found that binge watching trailers is perfect because 1, you have that music that's already set up to get you pumped. 2, they're just constant flashing scenes and informations and details. Each trailer is meant to convey the whole plot and sometimes subplots of these movies. So there's lots of information crammed into these little bundles of video. So you get little bits and pieces and you put it together in your mind into something new. It works for me. Number 3 is something that I miss, and that is forced brainstorming sessions. Most of the ideas from Aletheia came from me thinking over the plot and characters while stuck in traffic. Back when I worked my day job in programming, I was driving in traffic stuck for about 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Being in a place where you're stuck and you have no other choice but to just kind of explore in your mind, if you force yourself to think about your characters and your plot, you're gonna have a lot more sparking creativity than if you're sitting at home in front of the computer and trying to focus knowing you can just click on Twitter at any time. So you can do this by driving, you can go on long walks, you can go to work out without any sort of visual media or anything, long showers, long baths. Basically, go somewhere where you don't have access to your phone, you don't have access to any sort of entertainment. Number 4, music. And I don't just mean the way I normally rep music, so I love music for writing, I think it's huge inspiration, but I mean music itself as storytelling. So basically, put on music and sit there and listen to the lyrics, pay attention to the story, imagine those lyrics applied to one of the characters in your story and applied to your world and the plot and where your story is going. Imagine that that song is a theme song to some part in your book, and then see where the lyrics go and where that would take your plot. There are multiple scenes in Aletheia where there was either a Rise Against song or a 3 Days Grace song where I listened to it and I thought, this kind of matches this character. If this book was a movie, where would this song be playing in the book? Number 6, it's a little weird. I don't use this one as much, but it can sometimes be helpful. If you search online anywhere, you will find all over the place random plot generators, and you should never grab your whole plot from one of these things. But if you randomly generate a bunch of different plots and characters and stuff and just skim through it, little pieces of information will stick with you and it will help get new pieces of information into your mind, different components that you can work with to create your own characters and plot and ideas. So it's just kind of a way to get lots of little pieces of random information floating around in your brain such that you can grab those pieces and put them together into a new configuration. 6, go to Goodreads, search for random books, and read the reviews. whether they be good or bad, preferably ones you've read before so you don't get spoilers. But reviewers tend to mention specific scenes that made them feel specific ways or specific scenes that they're complaining about. So by going through a bunch of different books and reading a review here and a review there, you'll get these little snippets of scenes and characters, and then you walk away from these reviews, sit down, think about your own story. And just like with the plot generator, you'll now have all of these little bits and pieces of information flitting around in your head, and you can grab tiny bits of each and just smash them together into something new. You could also, I suppose, achieve this by just picking up random books on your shelf, reading a page here and there, but reviews summarize it into little bite-sized pieces, so I've always done it by just going through reviews. And last but not least, number 7, my favorite way to get unique ideas. Some of you guys know that the main idea from Aletheia came from a dream. I used to have really detailed dreams all the time that were just full of ideas, but as the years have gone on, I've started sleeping better and better, and I've been having less dreams like that. So I found a new method which works for me now, and I don't know how well it'll work for you guys, so if you try this, let me know in the comments if this worked for you. But basically I call it dream edging. So say you're stuck on a plot point, or you're outlining and you don't know where you want to go. Take a nap, but take your alarm and set it on your phone to go off every 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how fast you fall asleep. Basically set it to go off such that you'll start to get into that dream phase, you'll start to dream a little bit, and then your phone wakes you up. Have a notebook right next to you, have in your mind kind of the problem you're looking to solve or the part of the plot you're looking to bridge, and think about that as you're falling asleep. And you'll fall into these just little snippets of dreams here and there, and whenever you wake up to the alarm, write down anything interesting, not paying attention to handwriting or trying to make sense, just write down stream of consciousness, and then hit the snooze for another 15 to 20 to 25 minutes and go right back to dreaming. For me, this works really well because waking up that frequently is not long enough for me to have forgotten the dream and not long enough for me to fall into a deeper sleep where I'm no longer dreaming. So it's just like little bits and chunks and pieces of dreams here and there, and of course dreams get crazy and weird, but those crazy, weird, insane things can be turned into valid ideas and plot points. So yes, dream edging. I'm making that a thing. So yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content on this channel, remember you can become a patron over at the Kitten Coalition. Just search on Patreon for Cloud Kitten Chronicles, or you can search for the link in the description down below. You can get tons of cool rewards like Patreon exclusive videos. For your first month, you could get a signed copy of Aletheia, a hardcover or paperback, or you could get an ebook or bookmarks depending on what tier you are. 5,000 word critiques, and a tier higher it goes up to 10,000 word critiques, and there's all sorts of cool stuff. We hugely appreciate all of our patrons and everything that you do for us. It helps us keep bringing this content to you. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.